Hey friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Melissa. In today's video, I will be cleaning and decorating my kitchen for fall. Just putting some fall touches in there, giving some fall color, and the weather is starting to change. It is nice and chilly in the mornings. Coffee is just tasting a little better each morning with the cooler temperatures, and so it's time to put a little bit of fall into the house. You have already seen what I have done in my dining room, and so this is just the kitchen video. I will put some touches in my bedroom and possibly the guest bathroom, and then I will be doing the living room and some fall. But right now the living room is kind of under construction, so to speak, because I have a project going on in there. So I haven't been able to get in there and do the decorating just yet, but this will be kitchen. So hopefully you will find some inspiration. You will get all those cozy fall vibes going on, and maybe you'll get inspired to do some fall touches into your space. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to decorating this fall kitchen. Okay friends, so to start out, I'm just going to show you an overview of where I was at in my decorating. I still had, the kitchen was still kind of a mess with dishes in the sink. I had already put like my lemons and things like that away from the summer, and so I had somewhat of an empty slate on a few things, but I still needed to clean the kitchen some. But this was what was left over from when I decorated the dining room. I left everything out, it was on the bar, and I was kind of rummaging through trying to decide what I was going to use in the kitchen. So some of the things laying there are what I'm going to use, and some are what I'm not. But I'm going to start right here in this corner cabinet. When we redid our kitchen and we remodeled our kitchen, I had a corner cabinet in the last kitchen that had a door on it, you know, to use for storage, but I never liked that cabinet for that purpose. You couldn't reach anything, stuff was in the back. Even if I put a Lazy Susan in it, it was just hard to reach. So when we remodeled our kitchen, my thought was to put a cabinet there without a door, and I could just decorate it. And so I love this space because I can change it out for the seasons. I do need to get those little hole fillers to fill in those holes, to put the little white tabs to hide that. But right now my decorations do a pretty good job of hiding that. So I'm just placing this plate rack in there with a Magnolia table cookbook, and this little riser stand that I think I purchased that at excuse me, probably Target or the Dollar Tree, I'm not sure, but I stained it. And then I'm just going to add one of the towels to give it a pop of orange color, and then my copper teapot I'm going to add to the top of there with just this little fall pick, and just something simple and basic on that top shelf. And I like how it turned out. I'm pleased with how it came together. Excuse me. It never fails when I get on here for a voiceover. I'm sorry. I tend to get clogged up for some reason. But anyway, on the bottom shelf, I'm going to add this antique, I guess it's like a weigh scale. I purchased it at a thrift store years ago. I have no idea how much I even paid for it. This bowl says whip up something good. This was, I think that this was the last purchase my mother-in-law ever purchased for me. And she bought it on a girls trip with us, and so I cherish that bowl. So I'm going to use it in this cabinet and place that little towel. It talks about pumpkin pies because that's what this mama likes to make around the fall, pumpkin pies and squash pies. Just gonna add some greenery and a few of those little orange flowers, kind of what I did in my dining room. If I can figure out how to link my dining room video, I will try to link it, or I'll try to put it at the end with cards or something. I'm still learning all this YouTube stuff. If I figure out something new, I get so excited. I'm like, yes, I figured out something new. So just bear with me. But I'm also placing this copper spoon in this cabinet. That was my mother-in-law's. I got out of her things, and so I cherish that as well. I have little like battery operated lights that I have in this cabinet, so I just turn them on, and then just a little pumpkin. So that is how that corner cabinet turned out, and I am super excited for how that turned out. Turning our attention down here in front of this plug, I'm going to place this 2-tiered stand. Sometimes I use these and then I'll rotate them out and I'll put them away and don't use them. But I thought I would bring it out this year and place it here. I like to put stuff like this in front of plugs to hide the cords and things. That little pumpkin is battery operated, and I will show you at the end. I didn't have batteries right away when I was first filming this, but I do have batteries now, and so I will show you at the end how that lights up. Just placing that little pumpkin on the bottom with a little copper mug, a little Rae Dunn syrup pitcher with some orange flowers coming out of it, and adding a little pick in the background, and the little, I guess it's like a little tea kettle at the top. I got that at a yard sale one year. And this little cutting board that says eat together, live thankfully, gather often, I think is what it says. And then this little copper pot I just filled with like little pine cones, small little pumpkins, little acorns, and little leaves, just to give it a pop of color. And I'm going to place it on the top of this tiered stand. So just kind of sliding it to the back there. And I like using copper around, well, I use copper a lot throughout the year, but I really love it in the fall and the winter. Just adding a little pumpkin and a little squash and a couple of these little picks, extra little flowers, cinnamon sticks, and there's like a little, I don't know what that is, like a straw pick. It was off of a flower. It was laying in the bottom of my tote. So I was like, I can use that. So yeah, I really like how this little stand turned out. And like I said, it hides the cord to my diffuser, my old diffuser. My son got me that diffuser I think last year for Christmas, or maybe my birthday. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. But while I'm decorating, I thought I would go ahead and fill it and put a little bit of essential oils in there. I use doTERRA, and I love the On Guard. It's really good for this time of the year, and I love the smell of it. So I placed that in there and turned that on just to give a good aroma on this day while I was doing my fall decorating. I have kind of had to work in fall decorating in between of regular life, coming home and just doing a little bit or whatever. So it's, you know, I would love to have just a couple days just to dedicate to all of it. But yeah, I gotta continue to do the normal thing. So I'm just placing this little fall sign up there on my hood range. I have like a little ledge and it fits up there perfectly. And so these little towels, if you watch my fall haul, you would have seen these. I purchased these at TJ Maxx with my daughter and JJ when we went out that day. And just got a couple little towels, and I used them. I used one in the dining room, I believe, and then of course up in the corner cabinet right there you saw. And so just to add little pops of color, towels are a great way to do that. You can just, just place your pop of color on your stove or on a shelf with just like lining a little towel. And so this towel was one that I had purchased, I think, last year, and I'm not for sure where I purchased that one, but it was still in good condition, and so I thought I would use it here on this little, I don't know what you call that either. It's kind of like a little towel bar that we have on the end of our island. And so you see it when you come in the door, and I have like little spoons and copper pots. I was just trying to readjust them here to get them the way I wanted them. And so that gives just a little pop of color right there on that spot as well. So I like how it turned out. It took me a minute to kind of get it the way I wanted it because I didn't want to remove anything, but eventually I get it worked out. So the way I was happy with. So, and there you see, I evidently was happy with that because my hands are gone. Stop messing with it. Moving over here in this corner, I love this little corner. I thought about moving my coffee bar into the kitchen and putting it here, but I kind of like my coffee bar where it is. We've thought about maybe someday moving the coffee bar over by the refrigerator and removing those cabinets and buying smaller cabinets, putting a little countertop over there. But I don't know. Not right now. That's not in the cards. But coffee bar will stay where it is, and I will continue to decorate this little corner because I just love decorating it. So I'm just adding some cutting boards and this little kitchen rules sign in like a mason jar. I think I got that at the Dollar Tree several years ago. The little cloche is filled with like little pumpkins and little acorns. This little greenery with a candle and just adding a simple pick. Not much. It doesn't take much to, and these are all things that I have had. Everything that you see right there are things that I've had, and I just rotate and move around. That cloche was in my hutch, and so I took it out of the hutch and brought it over here to add it to the kitchen. So it may end up back in the hutch after Thanksgiving and all of this, but right now it is in my kitchen and I love it. I was happy how this little space turned out as well. So just giving your home just your own flair with things that you have is something that I enjoy. So I'm going to quit talking here and just play a little music while I do a little bit of cleaning. I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears, thank you for the moments that we hold dear. Thank you for the love, thank you for the light. I'm grateful every day, you make my world so bright. The world can be a crazy place with valleys and with peaks, but you bring joy into my life, turn frowns into cheeks. Through all the ups and downs, you've been my saving grace. With every step we take, our love will find its place. Can be a crazy place with valleys and with peaks, but you bring joy into my life, turn frowns into cheeks. Through all the ups and downs, you've been my saving grace. With every step we take, our love will find its place. Okay, so right here, I'm just changing out my spoon holder for this copper utensil holder. So the crock that I had over there, I used on my dining room table, and so I'm now putting this copper one in here to hold my utensils. Okay, friends, so to finish off decorating the kitchen, I am going to just wipe off the counter here on our island, and our island is our catch-all. It catches everything. We bring it in, it gets put on the island. So I like it when it's nice and clean. But I brought over this little cake stand, and I had full intentions of I was going to bake some little pumpkin cookies and then fill it, because I thought, oh, it would be great to end the video with, and add a little baking in here and have that on the video. Yeah. And I went to the cabinet. They weren't going to be from scratch, by the way. They were going to be from a box. But the box was gone. My daughter had used all of the mix. And I think it was at our church yard sale. I think that was the last time we baked. And so, yeah, we'd used all that. So, yeah, there was no baking to be added to this, but that'll be in another video coming up. My daughter and I do a little bit of baking, but yeah, I just thought it was funny. So there will be no muffins in this little cake stand, but eventually there will be. But that little orange looks like a napkin on that cutting board. It's actually not a napkin. It's actually a pillow cover. I had 4 of those, and I wasn't going to use them this year, at least all 4 of them. I'm not. And so I thought, well, nobody will ever know. Well, now you do, because I told you, but nobody would have known if I hadn't told you. So it's a pillow cover, but for me, right now, it's just like a little napkin right there. That's what I'm pretending it is, and you can't even tell. And it just pulls that orange color down. It worked out perfect. So you can just make do with what you have and utilize what you have. I wasn't going to go buy another napkin or another towel when I had that, and I can use it. And it worked perfect. So that will do it for the kitchen fall decor. I think I've got pretty much all of my spaces. I'm pleased with how everything turned out. This is just giving you an overview. I apologize for the lighting issues. It's in the heart of the day here, so we get a lot of natural light coming in. But I will show you shots at the end of what it looks like in the evening time. But those are the picks that I purchased from Hobby Lobby, and I added those. I love the pops of orange and the real fall colors. I like the traditional colors. I like the other stuff too. It's pretty, but this is what I have the most of, so it's what I'm going to continue working with. That's my little tiered tray, how it turned out. I was really pleased with how my decorative cabinet worked out. I love all the little things in there. Everything holds like a little meaning or something special. I remember when I purchased it, or some things like that spoon that was my mother-in-law's. So yeah, Just, I love things like that in my home. That bowl there, I place there for fruit when we get some fruit, and that was my mother-in-law's bowl. So I enjoy those kinds of things. But this just gives you an overview of what it looked like when it was all completed, the colors of the towels and everything, and just showing you where I placed everything. I hope that you've found some inspiration in this decorative video. This is still a house that's lived in. You can see right there on that little stand at the end of the bar, there's things that still sit there. There's a cup over there on the counter I see beside the stove, along with the little bowl that holds our eggshells, because we crush those and we take those up to the chickens. So yeah, our house is still lived in. It's not Pinterest worthy all the time. I wouldn't say it's Pinterest worthy itself, but you know, it's worthy for me. I love it. I'm happy, and you know, I would like to get different color rugs for in front of the door and underneath the sink, but that'll all come in time. Right now, the ones that I have work, and you know, it's fine. So this is what it looks like in the evening time. I did purchase batteries, so you can see right here where those pumpkins, they're kind of bright, but they light up and they look really pretty. So it just gives you an idea of what it looks like. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming this. I enjoyed editing this. So I hope you've enjoyed it. You found some inspiration. You get motivated for some fall decor. Hopefully it's getting maybe cooler where you are. If you're in a really hot place, maybe you will get some nice cooler days. Unless you don't like that, and then hopefully you're getting what makes you comfortable. So, but if you like this kind of video, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below. Those things greatly help my channel. I do my best to try to engage with you. But I appreciate all of you that do those things. They greatly help me, and it inspires me and encourages me to keep on going on with this fun little hobby of mine. And I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. So Lord willing, friends, there'll be another one. Bye.